Ooh.
Welcome back to today's evening session, second game winners of the UK HealthCare KHSAA Boys Sweet 16 tournament. The winners are the Warren Central Dragons. We have head coach William Unseld Jr., student athletes Izayiah Villafuerte, Dalton Farley, and Kade Unseld. Coach, comments.
Tough game, the fight, which you know it's going to be. I told the kids at this today, they're tough, physical. Whitaker's a great player. Kids held on the fight, man. They held on the fight. We made plays when we needed to. Did a good job of the second half of defending the three-point line. I think in the first half they shot it well, and I think the second half they hit one. We did a great job late defending and getting rebounds. When Dalton Farley was huge for us in the fourth quarter there. We don't win the game without him. Third, fourth quarter, he was unbelievable for us. 2 rebounds, just defensively, his presence, screens. Did a great job. Said tough game, state tournament game. So got to get ready for tomorrow.
Questions back here.
Hey, Coach, I know yesterday I asked you about that comeback against Mail. Similar story, down in the second quarter, make a comeback second half. Yesterday you said you weren't worried. I'm sure obviously that's the case today, but what is it about this team that's able to come back, whether it's in the second quarter or the fourth quarter, to where you guys just get the job done?
You know what, it's belief. And a lot of times when we're getting down, it's our own mistakes. It's our own mistakes. I mean, you think we held them to 15 points in the second half. In the first half, we were just giving them just wide open looks. In the second half, we locked down to play defense. Sometimes we just got to get them and calm them down. They're teenagers, they're emotional. But to our credit, we fought. To their credit, they guarded well. They were physical. Like I said, Whitaker's a heck of a basketball player. He made tough shots. You got to take your hat off to him.
Coach, could you elaborate a little more on what Dalton was able to do with Chappelle in foul trouble? And then Dalton, what was your mindset when you went out there?
I just knew when I went out there, I got a role to do and to have, and that's what I went out there and I stuck with that, and that's what I did, which is rebound and play defense and be big on offense side of what I do.
Great screener, unbelievable rebound. Just gave us a presence in the paint. They were just driving down in there, we were contesting them. They're making tough shots down in the lane. And he gives us a little more physicality down there. It's short in stature, but got a lot of girth in him. He knows how to move. He got great feet. He moves his feet well. So he was great for us. We just needed some, I went down and said, man, we need to get a little more physical in the paint. So we put him in. But I've told him all year, I said, man, there's going to come a point where you're going to win a big game for us. And then it was tonight.
Right here in front.
Hey, Coach, I know Warren Central's been in this position a number of times. How do you go about preparing for a tough Cat team 15 hours late, almost 15 hours from now?
You wouldn't want it any other way. We got to get home. We got to get back to the hotel, feed them, get off our feet, ice baths, get their legs back up under them, and get ready. It's going to be tough, but you're in the Final Four. You're playing on the last day of the Kentucky high school season. So you're getting to the finish line. Again, it's credit. Izayiah Villafuerte has had an unbelievable state tournament. 14 assists, no turnovers. He did a great job on Whitaker late in the third and in the fourth. The kids he just needs a winner. That's all he cares about. He don't care. Like I said, I've yelled at him to shoot. He made a big shot today. But defensively, he was unbelievable for us. And Cub Kaffa, it's going to be a heck of a challenge, but you wouldn't want it any other way.
Izayiah, in the fourth quarter, was it a scheme thing or was more of an effort thing for you guys to really kind of take control of the game?
It was more
a close game, but taking.
It was more effort because, at the end of the day, we don't want to end our season right there. And we want to keep going at the end of the day. And we knew we could have got to tomorrow, and we had to win the game to get to tomorrow. And that's what all we was trying to do.
Was it a play call for Kade to hit the three out of the fourth quarter break? And how did that feel? I got the ball rolling.
Yeah. You know what? We executed. We got to the second part of a play. That wasn't the initial action, but the way we ran it, he ended up wide open because we executed finally. You know, we struggled executing in the game. You miss a screen here, miss a screen, miss a pass there. That play, we actually executed well, got to the second part of the play, and he just ended up wide open. And it, you know, it takes a lot for a sophomore to step up and make a shot like that in that type of game. You know, made free throw late. Last night, made 2 free throws. Again, you know, he's not scared of the moment. That was a huge shot for us.
That's just it wasn't in the play, but I happened to get open and play help defense, and I knocked the shot down.
Coach, you held them without a point for 8 minutes there in a crucial stretch to get the lead. The
Mhm.
consistency of this defense,
Yeah.
just how important has been for you guys.
That it has carried us through the tournament. It has carried, and I tell them this all the time. So that shot's not going to come with you all the time. It's going to fall out the luggage. That defense can come with you everywhere you go. Defensive rebound to go everywhere you go, and they bought into that. That's kind of that's kind of been our staple here late in the year. Early in the year, it was all offense. Late in the year, I said, man, fellas, it's going to be games and it's going to be stretches where we do not shoot it well. But we're talented enough if we guard with passion and rebound that we'll beat a lot of teams.
Coach, we're going to wrap it up so you can get off your feet.
Mhm.
Congratulations to you and the Warren Central Dragons. Good luck tomorrow in the semis.
All right, thank you.
Thank you all. We have the Mary Tigers, head coach Dior Curtis, student athletes Trey Boggess, Grant Whitaker, Caleb Gill, and Caleb Wyatt. Coach, comments?
Yeah, I'm just so proud of my guys. They fought hard tonight. You know, we didn't win the game, but ultimately, you know, guys played their tails off tonight. So just so happy for our community, for our team to be able to get to this point. You know, it doesn't happen often for us, but, you know, we made the most of it. And I'm just so proud of these guys.
Questions?
Yeah, coach, you started off the game great. Everything was going your way. What was sort of the change in the third quarter?
Yeah, well, they started to pressure us a little bit more, and you know, we finally adjusted to it and to get to some spots and be able to score the ball. Defensively, I felt like we played well the whole entire game. You know, just down the stretch, we just couldn't make some shots when we needed to make shots and get to some spots that we needed to get to. And you know, that's a part of basketball. I explained to my guys, sometimes the ball doesn't bounce your way, and that's what happened for us tonight.
Question for Grant. So what was going through your head in those final minutes when you were trying your best to battle back and, you know, you eventually fell short, but, you know, how did you feel at that moment?
Piggyback off and Coach Dior. I'm really obviously just so proud. On those final stretch, they made a good comeback in the third and fourth quarter. Really, the fourth quarter, they kind of had that lead, and we knew we were just bouncing back, trying to get good looks, good stops to trying to bring us back in this game. We had a good comeback yesterday, so we knew we could do it. I look over at my seniors' faces, and we're battling. I see Colin diving on the floor after a loose ball in the corner that we don't get. Down in the opposite corner of the floor, we're working so hard to try and get back in this thing. And sadly, it came short. But these guys did everything they could to try and win us this game. So I couldn't be more proud of these seniors and these coaches and what they put in to try and come back and win this game for us.
Right here.
Yeah, coach, just or players just after a great season, just what's going through your mind, a lot of great things for the program that happened this year.
Yeah, you know, we always wish to have won the game and continue to play and be able to play tomorrow. But, you know, Warren Central was the better team today, you know, but like I said before, our community was great. Our fan base was great. We had a lot of people travel, a lot of people supported us, our administration, you know, and, you know, we hope we can do this all the time. You know, we know we're one of the small guys and, you know, but our guys have heart. They work hard. You know, I told the guys in about 2.5 weeks, we'll start getting ready for next year. So that's the plan for us and our program. And, you know, we're just happy to be here.
I'll add on to that. Just saying how crazy it is. Just this dream that you have back in August when we start, or even June, whenever these boys come together as seniors, especially, they're dreaming of playing on this UK court. I know I've got three UK big fans next to me. So just playing on this court, just cheesing and just being happy we made it to this stage. Obviously we came up short, but just playing with these guys each and every day is what it's all about. Just being with them and the brotherhood that we share together and just loving each other and playing the sport we love is just an amazing thing that we love and cherish throughout this whole season.
I'll piggyback on what Grant said. Like the brotherhood here is like, it's so crazy. It's so different. Just, I've been in the system for 5 years now, ever since I was an 8th grader, and just be like what he said. Like I'm a big Kentucky fan, and like finally making it to Rupp, after all those 5 years, just working with these guys. Like I'll just never forget the memories. I'm just so glad of what we accomplished, and I'm lost at words, but.
They'll probably never admit it, but like the guys sitting to my left and my coach and CG, just the impact they've had on my life, like permanently. Coach Dior had to remind us, yeah, it sucks to lose, obviously, but life is more than basketball. We have lives after this, like that brotherhood. Like I'll never forget y'all, for real. I'll never forget coming here. Playing our hearts out and playing for the glory of God.
Final questions? Coach, congratulations on a great season.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.